Hey guys, tonight I want to talk about the three areas of electrical issues with the Body Mustang that I've run into and found a way to fix it. The first thing I did was I installed a new high torque Ford mini starter. It goes obviously down there below the headers in that area down there. The original starter I had on the car when I would start the car, would suck the battery totally dry. I'd have to jump it if I turned the car off. The high torque mini starter installed, I had to, once I installed it, I had to move the starter power wire to the same terminal as the battery positive cable on the apron mounted starter solenoid. And then I had to install a new trigger wire to the open relay terminal. I have the starter solenoid mounted inside the fender. I moved a lot of the wiring inside the fender to clean up the engine bay. The other issue I had was the 1G original alternator I had from the factory was either a 65 or 75 amp alternator, and I was burning those alternators up. I ended up getting a PA Performance 130 amp alternator. It solved all the electrical issues when I put the higher amp alternator on there. And I also ran a new 4-gauge 3G power wire kit from LMR from the alternator. You can see where the new wire goes down along the radiator, down in between the radiator and here on top of the whatever you call this, the framework for the radiator, down into the to the apron here. It's got a fuse mounted inside, and it goes into my apron mounted starter solenoid that's inside the fender. Those pretty much cleared up all the electrical issues with this car, and you could see where I clean up all the wires. There's just some wires going to the injectors and stuff like that, but it really cleaned up the engine bay a lot. Got rid of the air conditioning and pretty much installed a new water pump, the whole 9 yards, when I did all those modifications. But that pretty much saved all the electrical issues on the car. The 130 amp alternator was probably the biggest help, and evidently this 4-gauge wire kit from LMR allows the extra power to go through from the alternator to the battery without any issues of moving all that amperage. But those are probably the three main issues these Fox bodies tend to have with the stock components from the factory. All right, guys, remember to push yourself to keep learning. Thanks for watching.